Hey everyone, it's Brandy, and you're watching Abstract Crafter. We're going to do a half and half. Half of it's going to be a get ready to drill with me, and then we'll actually start adhering drills to the painting. I have a few updates, nothing major, one obsession, and a really fun Storytime YouTuber tag. So, grab your diamond painting, grab something to drink, maybe a snack, and we will get into that as soon as we roll those intro credits. Alright guys, let's get into it. So, like I said, we need to get this thing all prepped. I have all of the drills are already done. So there's that. I want to start out right away by saying I tried to do my own acrylics and I failed. Now the nail polish looks crappy, yes, but I also had no idea what I was doing, so the form is really bad on them. Some of them are okay. Like this one, the top is okay, but the bottom's not good, and the nail polish is coming off. This one I just kind of gave up on. And this one too. I have quite a bit to learn. So I'll try not to let this jump into camera too much to distract us. I couldn't proceed and do this hand, so I have no polish and no nails on one hand and bad polish and bad nails on the other. So what you gonna do? We're attempting to do this with little to no editing, but we need to get this thing prepped up. I need to grab some scissors. That's slang for scissors. We'll do what we can. I don't have a lot of time to film right now, so it may be that we only get partial prep done. I don't know. We'll see. Oops, I dropped the scissors again. I just have a couple little things to talk about. Nothing too important. I am not going to do a talk through on this tutorial or on this painting, just because I've already done that and you don't really need guide on this. I have a whole video dedicated to how I prep my canvases. This will be very similar, if not the exact same, to that one. I decided to go with this washi tape here. It's kind of rainbow-esque and it says Dreamer. It was the one that I had that matched the best. And then if I need to, I'll also go in with this one. Actually, they came together in the set, so they go together really well. But we'll see. So, how are you guys? How is everyone doing? I am very excited to do this video. I've had a lot going on in life. I've had a couple of scares. I had a really big health scare, and I'm still dealing with it. I'll talk about that in just a second here. So as far as life updates, that will be the only one I have to share. So let's just kind of set the tone, shall we? So I have just the most ridiculous time as far as my sleep goes, and I don't always sleep well. And on this one particular night, I was having an exceptionally hard time. So I was kind of just sitting there, and I was having a cigarette. Not gonna lie, and be 100% truthful with that. I was having a cigarette and I was watching TV. I like to watch shows like Criminal Minds, SUV, stuff like that. But if I know that there's gonna be something potentially traumatizing, like showing a rape or a super gruesome murder, I won't watch. Now I know there's only so much that they could show on TV, but still, I just won't watch. And on this particular night, I had made the mistake, and I kind of glanced at the TV, got my heart racing in a very uncomfortable way. And I've noticed that over the last couple of years that when that happens, it almost feels like my heart's having a hard time catching up, and it's kind of pumping weird. I just didn't, put too much thought into that, not even enough thought to go to a doctor with it. And so I didn't think much of it. And then I started kind of getting like heartburn, I guess. I don't know. It was like heartburn, but an intense version of it. And then that went away, and about an hour later, all of a sudden, this intense pain and pressure, like, it's super hard for me to describe exactly what the pain was or what the feeling was. But it knocked the wind out of me. It was so intense. And I was having a hard time breathing. I was having the most intense pressure and pain on my chest. And it was like going up into my throat. And I could feel it just off to the left. So, prime location for where your heart would be. And all I could think is, oh my God, I'm having a heart attack. Now, mind you, I'm 38 years old, which is not super unheard of to have a heart attack, but it's also not really a typical age for something like that. So, but, I've smoked for 26 years. I've abused my body. I've done a lot of damage to my body, so it also wouldn't surprise me if I indeed was having a heart attack. That's honestly what I thought, and of course, you look up the symptoms I was having in the moment, and that's exactly what the internet's saying. It's telling me to call 911. I didn't want to do that. I just wasn't down for that, I guess, which is stupid. I know. I totally get how stupid that is. But I was too scared. So I came and I woke my husband up, and he sat with me until it ended, and it was about a 20-minute ordeal. Now, as much as I didn't want to go to the doctor in the moment, I did make an appointment, and my Facebook group and friends know this already. I did post about it on there because I was really freaked out. And I did make an appointment. I'm still going through a battery of tests. But right now, they're leaning toward angina, which, this isn't the exact definition, but it's more or less a warning system that something more imminent could happen if I don't start changing my ways, if I don't start taking care of myself. So, I don't know if it was the very next day or the day after, I went and I got an e-cigarette, and I have not smoked since. It's been about 2 weeks now. So, I don't know what that's going to do. If anything, I have a battery of tests coming up between now and the end of March. So, I will know 100% then. And I'm actually going to have to pause myself for a second there. I'm going to have to move my cloth here because I don't want the tape to get stuck in it. So I'm just going to take that off for a second, and we'll replace it when the time comes. So, I am going on a diet of sorts. Not really a diet. Just kind of a way to start eating better and taking better care of myself, because I don't do the best job taking care of myself. I prefer shipping tape, so that's what I'm going to use here. Sorry, that got loud with no warning. But, I do want to take better care of myself. I've wanted to quit smoking. I just never gave myself that opportunity. So I have now. So that is partially why I didn't have a whole lot of videos in the last week more or less. That and my kids my younger two kids have braces. And my youngest is actually just getting them put on. And my daughter is about halfway through her treatment. And last week they had a ton of appointments to do to get ready for that kind of stuff. So I was super busy last week. I had tons of doctor's appointments for myself and my kids. So I didn't do that. Oh my God, this thing is super impressionable. Like, I just bent it really quick for a second and already it was wanting to hold the shape. Okay, so let's see. I don't know if I'm going to use shipping tape all the way around just because, but I do need to trim a little bit off the top here. Other than that, that's a huge deal. It's a big deal. But I don't have anything that I can add to it constructively other than, yes, I quit smoking. And some of you may not see that using an e-cigarette is the best way to quit, but my doctor approves of it, and that's all that really matters, is that I'm off of the actual cigarettes. My e-cigarette does have nicotine in it, but like I said, I've been a smoker for 20 years, and these scissors, this is another example of why you should have good scissors when you're doing this. It's just pulling on the canvas. Oh, I just didn't want to pause to go get my really good scissors, my craft scissors. These are just like kid scissors. Like school scissors. We'll do the best we can with what we got. You know, so yeah, I know that there's plenty of you that have been able to quit cold turkey. I admire you. My husband, in fact, was able to quit cold turkey. I admire you guys that are able to do that. I myself have tried that and it didn't work for me. It would always pull me back. The cigarettes would just keep pulling me back, so I just wasn't able to, I wasn't strong enough to do it that way. So the e-cigarette is amazing, and I am very thankful for the e-cigarette because it got me further than any other quit smoking method has ever worked. Whatever method you have used to quit smoking, if you have quit smoking yourself, that it's such a personal thing. I dropped my scissors. That you can't really judge anybody for the way that they decide to quit. And I would never. I'm probably one of the least judgmental people you'll ever meet. Which is funny because I, judge paintings all the time. But that's different. I'm not judgmental of people. So, I'm gonna do the tape thing. Make sure that's close. One more little tug. There we go. So, yeah. Like I said, very scary stuff. Not really expecting stuff like that. And, come May, I have a big story to share with you come May. But that's because it's an anniversary of something. So, I know that's kind of very dodgy and, like, super secretive, but just trust me, I'm not ready to share this particular story with the world just yet. But I will when the time comes, when I feel like I am secure and comfortable enough to do so. Alright, but, like I said, as I hinted to, I have not taken the best care of my body in the past, so I am working on that now. It is never too late to turn your life around. Well, hopefully. That's what I'm hoping anyway. But my doctor even agrees with me that the decisions that I'm making right now are the right ones. And diet and exercise are going to be my best friends. I'm doing just I don't know what kind of diet you would call it. We're doing like basically counting calories and trying to stay within a certain calorie amount just to kind of jumpstart us on the path to actually eating better. It's not like, you know, we're not restricting ourselves, but on some, you know, we can eat whatever we want so long as the calories are at a certain number. I don't even know what that number is. I'll have to figure it out, I guess. But we picked a date to start that, which will be the day that this video goes live, actually. Sorry, I needed a drink of my coffee. So that's kind of an exciting thing coming up in my life. Other than that, I don't have any other life updates. Channel updates are the same as last time. I'm working so hard on getting specific videos out to you guys. Some things are not so easy for me to film. I don't have the time I had when I started my channel as far as when and where I can film. Hopefully when the kids go on spring break, though that they are homeschooled and do online school, we still get a spring break. So hopefully I'm hoping to catch up on some stuff then. We'll see. That's all I can really say about that. You know, it just depends on how things go then. Debate. And I think this might be too thick, so I did bring up regular glossy tape. So we'll try this. If I don't like the way it looks, then I'll just take it off and use the other tape. But I don't really need it as thick on this side, I guess. So, as far as obsessions go, I only have one. And I have to tell you, I am so excited. But they're coming back in style. Scrunchies. OMG scrunchies. Like, I was a scrunchie, fanatic. There we go. So I bought these on Amazon. I got, I think it was 20 of them for $12 or something. But they're chiffon. And, well, some are chiffon, some are cotton. And I got, like, 6 floral, 6 stripy ones. And then the rest are the chiffon solid color. And oh my god, I am so happy that they're back in style. Though I didn't really care if they were or not. So yeah, these ones are really nice. They're made pretty well. I do feel on a couple of them where they tied the rubber band inside. And they didn't do a very good job of cutting the excess off. But hey, I'm going to wear them until I can't no more. I will link, I have a couple of them on my wish list. And these ones that I bought, I'll link them in the description box of this video if you guys want to go get some scrunchies. I love these ones. Some of them stretch big enough to put around a bun, which is what I personally like having them for, because I like to wear my hair in a bun. So that's been beyond exciting. Yeah, $12 for 20 of them. That's crazy. I mean, you can't even get them that cheap in the store. I'm just so happy, like I said, that they're coming back into style. Not that I need things to be in style to wear them, but I do to buy them. So, you know, if they're not in style, if the kids don't deem them cool enough, then you're going to have one heck of a time buying them. I suppose you could make them. Now that I've kind of examined how they're made, it seems fairly easy enough. Not necessarily something I want to do, but if I had to, I would. I'm just glad. I love scrunchies. I like wearing them in my hair. I like wearing them on my wrist. When I showed them to my daughter, she was super excited, and she actually took some. So, and she's 15, almost 16. So, if you know, she's right in that age range, and she thought that they're pretty cool. So do I. So that's the only thing I'm obsessing over right now that I feel is significant enough to share. I don't have a whole lot of time, so we'll just do a couple of prompts from the Storytime tag. Like I said, I didn't know if we would get to actually put drills down, and I apologize, but at least you can paint with me for a little while. You know, it'll be around an hour long, not quite, but I wanted to get something out to you guys, especially so I could share with you why my videos were kind of few between. It wasn't just my medical stuff, it was, you know, my kids have stuff too that I had to take care of, and, you know, being a busy mom. And but it wasn't significant enough that I felt like I needed to take time off from my channel. But so, and I know I did say in the last drill with me that I don't like starting a tag if I can't finish it, but the type of tag that this is, I think it'll be okay. And maybe I will make an effort to not wait 2 weeks to get the other portion of the drill with me out. I didn't have a chance to work on testing for the live sessions, so I apologize for that. I will try to work on that this week. Like I said, kids have spring break coming up, so I'm hoping then and then maybe I can make an announcement on when we're gonna get to that. So let's see, I'm debating how I wanted to do this side, since this only has one chart. But I know quite a few people got this painting, so this is why I chose this one to do next. I have one Wotion, the one from Wotion coming out, the dolphin one that I did in the last drill with me. I have the post review coming out on that. Ooh, not good. That was a really bad painting. The drills were just terrible quality. It made it a lot of, it made it no fun to work on, honestly. I didn't have a very fun time. I just could not wait to be done with it because it was so bad. Oh, I hate paintings like that because then I feel like I've wasted my time working on a subpar painting when I could have been working on one like this that is not subpar, I guess. So I get bummed when I get a bad painting. I don't like giving bad reviews, whether people believe me on that or not. I really don't. But you know, I never want to say a company is bad, mostly because then that means I got a bad product. But I just hope people understand that, you know, I don't set out to give a painting a bad score or a bad review. If they send me crappy stuff, then I don't have a choice, really, because I wasn't the one who sent out subpar products. Anyway, getting off track, why don't we answer a couple of questions from the tag before my husband comes up and is ready to go to bed. It's got 15 different prompts for you to kind of tell a story, which is why I didn't think it would be too bad to use this tag to kind of break up and do a couple videos on. I don't remember where I left off. There we are. So I'll do most of them and see where we get. See, the good thing is that I was not a very well-behaved child, and so all the tags that I've heard before were from people who were not naughty people, which is good. I don't, you know, it's good. But I was a very rebellious teenager. You probably wouldn't believe me if you didn't actually know me. I did not like listening to my parents. I didn't like doing what I was supposed to do. So I have some pretty interesting stories. To me, it's all learning experience. Would I be that way now? Oh my gosh, no. I am a law-abiding citizen. I care about laws and rules and all that stuff. Growing up, I did not. You know, it was partially the friends that I hung out with, partially, you know, the neighborhood I grew up in, and mostly it was just me feeling a certain type of way, I guess. So now the painting's all set up. I guess we can put a few drills down while we talk. Let's put Let me check the camera to see how much light we got bouncing, because I might switch this out. In fact, I think I'm going to. I have a bunch of papers cut up. So actually, why don't we do that first before I get in? I'll answer the first couple while I do that. See, now, the first, like, 3 are all about naughty times. So talk about a time you lied to a parent is number 1. Number 2 is that time you stole something. And 3, confrontation you had with a teacher. I have a story for all of those. I don't think we have enough time for those ones, so I'm actually going to come down and talk about a different one. Okay, a time you embarrassed yourself playing sports. We'll talk about that story, because I got a couple of them. I really liked playing sports, but the most recent one was my last real job before I became a stay-at-home mom again in homeschool. Okay, so I was at the last company that I worked for, and it was the holiday picnic time. I just want to see which ones are going to fit better. I have a bunch of these cut up and I still have these ones from the rhinestone sunflowers. So I just want to see which ones if I'm gonna need all of them or if I'm gonna have to cut up more or what. Okay, so we were going to a company picnic. Now, I used to love playing like kickball and softball as a kid. We had a kickball club and all that fun stuff. And I really enjoyed playing sports. I also have this really bad knee injury, and it only acts up, it flares up on occasion, and when it flares up, it just pops out of the socket. It's just disgusting and excruciating all in one, and I want to see how well this stuff peels off. Okay, nice. Perfect. And so we decide to play a game. I want to say it was kickball. I really do think it was kickball. And I was in denial about my knee. It hadn't acted up for quite a while, but it was still in the potential. It still had the potential, I should say, to act up. Oh, and it took that potential and I knew it. Anyway, I'm getting ahead already. So, it's my turn, and the first time I go up to go kick the ball, I make it to first base, and I can feel the tension on my knee. It's not bad, per se, but it's not super good either. Like, it's painful, but not so painful that I give up and just walk away, which I should have at this moment, because I could feel it clicking, like, and that's usually a good sign that something bad is about to go down with my knee. But I wanted to keep playing. You know, I was the only girl on my team of workers, I guess, and I was one of the few girls that were even playing the game. So I felt like I had a lot to prove, stupidly. And anyway, so the second time I go to come up, you know, like I said, I could feel the tension on my knee. I could feel it pulling and kind of warning me to just take it easy. But I didn't listen. So my second time up, I was like, I'm going to trick them. I'm just going to kick it lightly and let this thing I'm just going to bunt it. I'm just going to, you know, they think I'm going to go long. And it works, you know. I bunt the ball, and they weren't expecting it. I could see it. I could see them planning and trying to run out to the field, waiting for me to launch it, like I did the last time. But you see, I learned from my mistakes, and I knew that was bad. That's how I got out on the first base. So I know I'm not doing a very good job telling this story right now. It's because I'm multitasking. Anyway, so I bunt the ball. I make it to first. And I'm doing good. My knee's not acting up. I round it into second, and I could feel it there. My knee is like starting to click, and it's like, no, stop now, or I'm going to dislocate. That's what my knee would do. It would pop in and out of the socket. I was like, no, I can do it. I'm on second. I'm on my way to third. And then the third baseman catches the ball. So I run back to second. And stupid me, I'm trying to think of how the story went now. He catches the ball on third. I run back to second. So I'm safe now. And I'm kind of watching everybody. The next person comes up to kick. I decide to go for it and try to steal third. And once you know, that's when my knee decides to give out. So not only am I attempting to steal, but my knee gives out. I completely biff it. I eat dirt. And I get up and I try to run back to second. I can't do it. My knee won't let me. And this young kid comes up. He's like, I'm so sorry, Brandy, I got to. I was like, just do it. Touches me with the ball, I'm out. I couldn't even get up off the ground, so what did I care? Of course, then I was so embarrassed that I walked away and I was just crying because I was so upset with myself. Like, ugh, how ignorant. Now, I think I'm good to drill. Get ready to drill with me. So that was probably the most recent embarrassment I've ever had playing sports. I didn't listen to my own body when it was telling me that my knee couldn't take it. I felt like I had a ton to prove because I'm the only girl. Just dumb. Nobody cared. And most of all, I look dumb. I completely eat dirt. I get tagged out by the youngest kid in the company and on the team. And then everybody starts feeling sorry for me. They're like, oh my God, are you okay? And that makes it worse for me when people start trying to baby me. I'm like, I was the idiot that kept pushing even though, nobody else knew that my knee was giving out. But either way, I didn't listen to my body. So I felt like, it was just out there and it was obvious and all that. Ugh, just dumb. Now, where do I start? What corner do I start in? I like this corner down here. It's got a lot of color. So now I got the hiccups. So that, yeah. Knee completely goes out. I look like a complete jerk. And I was really talking a big game, too. I was really, making them boys think that I was this great player because I was 20 years ago. See, a story about how you got your pet. I've kind of talked about that. Holiday catastrophe, I haven't really had that. So, I guess the last story, I only got a few minutes, so the last story I'll tell is the time that you were surprised. And I'm going to say that was the day that I got engaged. Because I had no idea it was coming. We tried to go out on a date. We were trying to go to this restaurant. Well, we didn't make reservations. And we drove over. It was like a 30-minute ride to get to this place. And so we go over. And it's like a 2-hour wait or something ridiculous. It was insane. There was like all kinds of people sitting and waiting. And so I was like, no big deal. Let's just go eat somewhere else. Not knowing that my husband had planned to propose to me at that restaurant because that was where we had our first date. And so I talked him into going somewhere else. Well, everywhere we went, I don't know what was in the air that day, but everywhere we went had just this long line of waiting. And so we ended up going to Taco Bell, I think it was. And I could see that my husband was just really upset about something. And I thought, wow, it's weird that he's so upset that we didn't get to go eat at this place. And he's like, well, I need to go talk to my roommate. But his roommate wasn't there, and this was after we got our food and went back, and his roommate wasn't there, and so finally I'm like, what is your problem? Like, what is wrong? Why do you need to talk to your roommate so bad? And then he just blurts it out, and he's like, well, he whips out the ring and he shows it to me, and he's like, well, I was going to propose to you tonight at the restaurant. And of course I start crying, and I say yes. I'm not a very good storyteller, you guys, because I know that I'm in a time crunch, and I promise I'll do better on the second part of this, but I don't do well when I know that I don't have all the time in the world to tell a story. So both of those stories kind of sucked. I get it, but I knew that they would be quick. So I don't really know what to say, I guess. I'm just going to film this little spot, though, and I'm going to call it quits for this episode. And I promise, I don't like to make promises because I'm not good at fulfilling my promises. But I do promise that I will put another one out on next Monday. I won't do it. I won't make you wait 2 weeks. We will put out another one. And I will finish this at least by Monday, maybe sooner if I get the time, but for sure I will not make you wait 14 days to finish this. And I promise in that one I will tell you some really good stories about when I was younger and I was much naughtier. You know, those ones were kind of more like generic lame stories that I probably could have done a better job of telling you. But I mostly wanted to get it out there and let you guys know about the whole health thing and kind of why I've had inconsistent uploads the last the last week, I'd say at least. And all of that is getting looked at. Something should come of it, I hope. But for now, all I ask is that you think of me, send me your, say a prayer for me, send me your best wishes, not only for luck in quitting smoking and changing my diet, but that everything goes well and that my heart issues turn out to be something not so serious. That's all I can really hope for. I'm sorry that this was such a short drill with me. But like I said, stay tuned. We will do a part 2 of this, and I will give you some good juicy stories to listen to while you drill. Oh my god, it's a different painting on a different day. No, I just wanted to quickly add in that I apologize that this video was so short and that uploads are far and few between, but bear with me. I am doing some things in life here, real life stuff, and I will update you all on that soon. So I just wanted to add that in there. And I fixed the nails. Much better, so you don't have to look at them ugly nails for much longer, other than the very next video that I have to upload. But I just wanted to throw this quick little thing in there because I know that the video wasn't very long, but I wanted to get something out to you guys, so just bear with me. I am working on getting all the videos up that I had previously promised everyone, including the how to shop on AliExpress, top 10 tips and tricks, all that fun stuff that will be coming. Just bear with me while I deal with some of the health issues that I talked to you guys about earlier in this video. So yes, I just wanted to throw that in there kind of as a little bit of an outro. So just know that I am thinking of you guys. I will try to post some kind of update on Facebook, try to get my Instagram more up to date and stuff like that. I am working on some things, making some lists, as I love to do, and all of that fun stuff. So when I come back, after dealing with all this stuff, I will be fully prepared and ready to go, making the videos and all that fun stuff. So while the content may not be as, I guess, scheduled, I've never really had much of a schedule that I kept to, but as much as it won't be as many videos, at least for the next week or two, just know that it is coming, and I'm just taking a little bit of a health vacation, so to speak. But when I come back, I will be fully back, I guess, and energized and ready to go, and I will have some good updates for you. And the first video back will be the drill with me that I promised earlier in this video. So there will be a couple, I think I have like 2, maybe 3 videos that I've already got recorded that will be coming out. One of them is the DIY slime video that I told you about in the very last drill with me. And then I have like a kind of post review completed canvas video, and those 2 will be pre-recorded. But just know I am working on all kinds of really good stuff, so be patient. Maybe about a week, and I'll be back with that kind of stuff. So in the meantime, just continue to send out a little prayer or well wish or any of your good vibes my way for good luck on all of the stuff that I've got going on, all the different medical tests and the quitting of the smoking and all of that stuff. So, okay, I'll let you get back to the video, and where I'm pretty much just going to be telling you goodbye anyway, but I did want to add this really shaky, I guess, outro. I wanted to get this included in this video so that I could let you guys know what I just let you know. And I wasn't leaving you hanging. And also to let you know that for some reason I'm not getting any notifications on YouTube right now. I think I might have accidentally changed a setting somewhere. So I have not been able to see any comments on videos without actually going to the video and looking. So I'll be trying to catch up with some of that stuff too. I've got like 3 videos worth of comments to catch up on that I somehow turned the notifications off for. So if I have not responded to a comment or anything, it's not because I don't want to. I didn't know I had any. I just thought I wasn't getting any notifications on my videos. I'm not going to be doing a post review on this, but look at how pretty. It's got the ABs in it. It's got 2 colors of AB. One that snuck off over here. And then it's got white ones. White and green. So pretty. This is upside down Leisure Arts. It's the last one I have, and I wish I would have gotten more because I think this is going to be really pretty. But anyway, as per usual, that's me getting sidetracked. So yes, just bear with me for the next, I'd say, week, maybe 2, while I get everything in my life situated and organized, and I can kind of fix my channel a little bit, fix my social medias, all that stuff. And hopefully when I come back, I'll also be able to let you know when we're going to be able to do some live drill with me and possibly some live crafting videos. So that way I can like give you a material list and all that stuff, and we can do it together live. That way I can answer questions and stuff while I'm showing you, if that makes sense. But okay, get back to the video. I'm going to tell you goodbye, more or less. And I will see you guys really soon. But with that, I'm going to let you go. I love you, friends. Have fun diamond painting. Have fun crafting. Have fun doing whatever it is that makes you happy. I love you, friends, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.